In the entertainment business, friendships are often short-lived and based on convenience or chance. But once in a while, a connection is made that goes beyond the glamour and glitz of Hollywood and leaves a lasting impression on both parties and their legacies. That's how Victor French and Michael Landon's friendship worked. But it cost them a lot. It was one of the strongest and most enduring friendships in Hollywood. After meeting on the set of Bonanza in the 1960s, Michael and Victor French quickly became close because they respected each other and shared similar values. Both men had to overcome obstacles that shaped their views on life and work, despite having very different upbringings. Their work together went beyond friendship, as Landon used French in major scenes of Highway to Heaven and Little House on the Prairie, showing how well they worked together on screen. As a result of his devotion to Landon, French faced professional and industry isolation. Together, they created a TV show that dealt with themes of humanity, family, and redemption, which struck a deep chord with viewers. Their relationship went beyond a simple friendship. Victor French and Michael Landon became friends while filming NBC's popular Western series Bonanza in the 1960s. Landon was a rising star at the time, playing one of the show's main character, Little Joe Cartwright, was played by the talented character actor Victor French, who also played a number of supporting roles in Tough Bad Guys. It was on this set that French and Landon became friends for life, because they both loved acting and telling stories. French admired Landon's charisma, work ethic, and creative vision, while Landon admired French's pure talent and unique ability to give even the smallest roles depth. They quickly realized that they had a lot in common besides their work. Both weren't afraid to question Hollywood's established order, choosing to take risks instead of following the rules. Their professional interactions quickly turned into a friendship off camera. The two men talked about life's deeper problems and issues, as well as acting together. Landon's charm and drive, combined with French's tough personality and groundedness, made for a VI friendship that was more akin to brotherhood. Michael Landon's next big project, Little House on the Prairie, based on Laura Ingalls Wilder's books, began filming in 1974. By that time, Landon was well known as an actor, producer, director, and writer. French was cast as Isaiah Edwards, a charming but flawed mountain man who would become a father figure to the Les kids. When Landon was putting together the cast for the show, they worked together professionally. French trusted Landon's creative instincts, and Landon saw the depth and authenticity that French could bring to the role. Their working together on Little House on the Prairie showed how deep their relationship was. French's performance as Isaiah Edwards was one of the show's most cherished aspects, and there was no denying his chemistry with Landon's character Charles Les. Their friendship grew stronger as their professional relationship did. In an industry known for its unpredictable behavior, Landon often called French one of his closest friends and someone he could trust. French thanked Landon for seeing his potential and giving him chances to show off his acting skills as his career went on. Landon cemented his place in the hearts of audiences by becoming a powerful force in Hollywood as a writer, producer, director, and actor. He was born Eugene Maurice Horowitz in Forest Hills, New York. Michael Landon became one of the most loved and important TV personalities in American history on October 31, 1936. His rise from humble beginnings to fame was marked by resilience, tenacity, and a strong belief in the power of storytelling. These traits not only shaped his career, but also led to his close and long-lasting friendship with Victor French. Landon had many problems as a child and felt lonely as a teenager. Growing up in a Jewish home during a time of widespread anti-Semitism and his mother's mental health problems made him feel emotionally burdened, and his parents' marriage was unstable. Later, Landon revealed that his mother's unpredictable actions included trying to hurt herself in front of him, which caused him to suffer severe emotional wounds. He turned to sports as a way to escape and became a skilled javelin thrower. Landon got a scholarship to the University of Southern California because of how good he was at sports, but an injury cut short his playing days. He then focused on acting and did odd jobs to pay for auditions. His big break came when he was cast as Little Joe Cartwright in the popular Western series Bonanza in 1915. Because of his difficult childhood, Landon developed a strong sense of empathy for others, especially those who, like him, have been through hard times. His values were similar to those of Victor French. He met on the set of Bonanza. French had also had trouble as a character actor and was often cast in bad guys. Because both men knew what it was like to be undervalued and stereotyped, they built a relationship based on mutual respect and trust. Landon's humility and desire to help others were not affected by his fame. He wanted to give people he believed in, like Victor French, chances when he started making movies. Landon, who produces TV shows, gave French big roles in Little House on the Prairie and later Highway to Heaven after seeing how good an actor he was. Victor French was born in Santa Barbara, California on December 4, 1934. His childhood was very different from the fame he would later achieve, because his father, Ted French, was a Hollywood stuntman and Western film actor. However, his family's work in the entertainment business did affect his early years. Victor's rise to fame as an actor was fueled by hard work, determination, and a strong sense of self. French grew up watching his father work as an actor and developed a deep respect for the craft. However, in his early years, the roles actors could play were often limited by their physical traits. For example, in early westerns, French was often cast as a bad guy or henchman because of his rough appearance and intimidating size, even though these roles offered the steady work French desired. Although French's childhood was hard, it taught him a strong work ethic and how to be persistent, which helped him become a successful actor in Hollywood. He improved his acting skills by playing a variety of roles in theater and TV, becoming known as a dedicated and flexible actor over time. Like his work life, Michael Landon's personal life was complicated. His early life had a big effect on his relationships. Because he needed family and connection so badly, Landon got married 3 times and had 9 children. His first marriage to Dodie Levy Frazier ended in divorce in 1962, and he had 2 children with her. That same year, he married Lynn No, and the two of them had 4 children. This was partly because Landon had an affair with Cindy Clarico, a makeup artist on Little House on the Prairie. Their marriage ended in 1982 after almost 20 years, and Landon married Cindy in 1983 and stayed with her. Despite the problems in his relationships, Landon was a man who wanted stability and love, but often found it hard to balance these needs with the demands of his job and personal problems. Victor French, on the other hand, had a more private and quiet life. In 1959, he married Judith Shines, and the two of them had 3 children, but they got a divorce in 1975 because of his personal and professional problems. Anyone who knew French loved him because he was honest and had good relationships with his kids, especially his kids with Landon. French wasn't as open about his personal life, but his relationship with Landon showed how stable and caring he was. French stayed single after his divorce and focused on his career and his friendship with Landon, even though they weren't dating. The two men shared struggles to find a balance between the demands of fame and personal fulfillment affected their personal lives. Their friendship probably offered a level of understanding and emotional support that went beyond their struggles. Like in their professional lives, French and Landon both sought out fulfilling relationships in their personal lives, leaving behind legacies that showed both their humanity and their talents. French's honest performances helped Landon's ability to connect with audiences through moving stories. Together, they made TV shows that showed the struggles and victories of regular people, leaving a legacy that still inspires people today. Their friendship was a unique and powerful bond that affected their lives and careers because they shared similar backgrounds and values and helped each other through the highs and lows of life. Landon and French became closer to each other than to their jobs. French was there for Landon through divorces and scandals, and Landon was there for French through his problems with tapcasting and his career. This loyalty showed in their work as well. French often thanked Landon for giving him chances he might not have had otherwise, and in return, Landon gave his roles a real and honest performance. By pushing the limits and working together creatively, the two men made TV shows that dealt with heavy topics like morality, addiction, and poverty. Victor French suffered a lot because of his friendship with Michael Landon, even though it brought him both professional and personal happiness. French's unwavering devotion to Landon limited his options in a field that relies heavily on flexibility and networking. Even though it was admirable, it had a big effect on his Hollywood reputation, career, and finances. French's reputation as a tough but caring character actor was cemented by his frequent work with Landon in TV shows like Highway to Heaven and Little House on the Prairie. Even though producers started to only associate him with these roles, fans still loved his performances, which limited French's career advancement in a field that values adaptability. This type of casting made it hard for him to get roles outside of Landon's projects. This type of casting limited his earning potential and career longevity, and it also limited his creativity. Even though he was successful during the height of Little House on the Prairie and Highway to Heaven, he found it hard to expand his creativity in a field that often calls for versatility. French hurt relationships with other actors without meaning to. Fans praised Landon's reputation, but working closely with him caused conflict behind the scenes. Landon was known for his unbending style and unwavering vision, which often led to disagreements with other producers and network executives. French's career prospects were hurt by Landon's disagreements with NBC executives, for example, because many people saw him as an employee. Although it was morally right, French chose to work on projects that spoke to him personally, most of which were related to Landon's vision. He also put artistic integrity ahead of financial gain, which limited his earning potential and left him with fewer resources as he aged, especially as his health got worse. Despite these problems, French and Landon stayed friends, and French valued their collaboration. And the emotionally charged TV shows they made together were more important to French than the short-term benefits of wealth and fame. In the end, his sacrifices helped create a legacy of shows that still inspire viewers today. Despite the problems, French found great satisfaction in his friendship with Landon. Together, they made shows that told stories of compassion, resilience, and hope that had a profound effect on viewers. Their work on Highway to Heaven was especially inspiring. French helped make Landon's dream of divine intervention and acts of kindness come true. His willingness to support Landon no matter what showed how close they were as friends. Even though it could have cost him money and job opportunities, it gave him a lifelong friend who would be there for him and a creative partner who saw his potential. French showed Landon loyalty, and Landon returned the favor, even if it meant Landon always cast French in his projects, even if it meant going against network executives or taking risks. French was able to show off his talent and be a part of innovative TV shows because of this unwavering support. Mutual respect and trust, two things that aren't always present in Hollywood, were the foundations of their friendship, and they worked well together professionally. Landon was there for French when he was having problems, like health problems or money problems in a field. Their friendship, even though it was known for being cruel, gave French stability and direction, turning it into a safe haven. It was in their last years together that their friendship was most painfully redeemed. French died of lung cancer in 1989, just a few years after Highway to Heaven ended, leaving Landon heartbroken. At French's funeral, Landon gave a moving speech in which he called his friend a gentle giant who was incredibly strong and kind. Landon's sadness after the death of his dear friend French was clear. Their friendship had been more than just a business partnership. It had a deep impact on both of their lives. The fact that Landon paid tribute to French in later interviews and remained committed to making emotionally charged TV shows shows how much French meant to him. Their commitment to each other was what kept their friendship alive. French made sacrifices, but because he loved Landon, he was able to take part in good causes that helped millions of people. Their relationship had a big impact on the entertainment industry and showed how strong friendship, loyalty, and a common goal can be. Victor French and Michael Landon's friendship was more than just a Hollywood collaboration. From humble beginnings, both men overcame problems in their personal and professional lives to make art that affected millions of people deeply. Through successes and failures, their unwavering bond was strengthened by their shared values of loyalty, honesty, and the desire to tell heartfelt stories. French's unwavering devotion to Landon, no matter what the cost, showed how strong their bond was, and Landon gave French what he needed: chances to get away from the restrictions of tape casting, which let him show off his skills in roles that audiences found emotionally compelling. Together, they created beloved TV shows like Highway to Heaven and Little House on the Prairie, using their art to explore themes of humanity's resilience and compassion. Their friendship lasted until French's death in 1989, even though the demands of Hollywood and personal problems put it to the test. The example Michael Landon and Victor French set for real friendships that can last beyond fame is still inspiring. They left behind memories and a link that will last a lifetime.